Hey guys, we're here, and today we're doing a different video than usual. Um, I've been doing some book stuff on this channel for a few videos, and tomorrow I'm going to finish up and upload a new installment in the basically now series of videos that I started last year with every book that I read in a year and talk about them. And I'm going to start talking more about books on this channel. So I thought we could go with that by doing a book haul video, because a lot of people do that on the internet, and I thought it'd be cool. Of course, like most people, my haul comes from Barnes & Noble, and because I got a gift card for Christmas and so I used some of my own money, I got a nice stack of books. This is 6 books in total, but I think that's a good number compared to what I might usually get, and decent price for these books. So we're going to look them over, starting from the top of the stack. We got Anansi Boys by Neil Gaiman. I haven't talked about it yet because it's going to be in the new video, but this is a sequel to Good Omens, a sequel to American Gods by Neil Gaiman, which I have read and finished and will talk about in the new video. And I just had to get this because I enjoyed I keep saying Good Omens, I don't know why. Probably because it's right here, spoilers. Because I enjoyed American Gods, and I also liked the character of Mr. Nancy, but from the look of the synopsis of the book, it might not actually be him as the main character, I don't think. I'm not quite sure. But it should be a fun read. It's obviously a lot shorter than American Gods, if you've seen what it looks like. The cover art's really cool. I'm glad I got it. Moving on to the next one, Sweet Bean Paste by Durian Sukigawa. And this was just under fiction. I found this in the regular fiction section. This I found in fantasy, just so you know. And this is a Japanese book about a down-on-his-luck man who is apparently working at a dorayaki shop, which is apparently a shop that sells pancake sort of things filled with sweet bean paste. And apparently he meets an elderly woman who kind of helps him out. So that should be a nice read, I think. Very sweet, wholesome, but also really emotional and sad. So I'm excited to do that. Speaking of Japanese books, there's a couple more. We've got Blind Willow, Sleeping Woman by Haruki Murakami. And this is a short story collection. And I found this in fiction as well, regular fiction. And I've heard from other book YouTubers about Haruki Murakami, and I thought I'd try him out. And I think short story collection would be a good place to start for the most part. I don't always do that with authors, obviously, but I basically did with Elmore Leonard, with Fire in the Hole, which I am also talking about with my next video. But moving on, we've got from the history section, world history section, we've got A History of Japan, a revised edition by R.H.P. Mason and J.G. Kiger. I think something like that, Kiger maybe. And it's a history of Japan. I'm guessing It says, evolution of modern Japan from its early prehistory through the post-Cold War period to the collapse of the bubble economy in the early 1990s. So it's going to cover a decent amount. Yeah, it's going to cover a decent amount, and I'm excited to read this. There's a couple other options for Japanese history books, but I think this might cover a little bit, at least, before, World War II. So that's going to be good. And because I mentioned Good Omens, we've got Good Omens by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett. And, yeah, this is like a very well talked about book, and has a TV show on Amazon of the same name with David Tennant and Michael Sheen. And this is about an angel and a demon who are basically friends, even though sometimes at least one of them, Crowley, the devil, doesn't want to admit it. But they work together sometimes to sort of do good for the most part. They sort of accidentally do good when at least Crowley does, when he accidentally misplaces the Antichrist, basically, at a nursery or whatever, at a hospital. So the Antichrist got different parents, so he is now just a sweet little boy from the look of it. And Aziraphale and Crowley also have to solve some other problems in the midst of heaven and hell, trying to go to war with each other and get the Antichrist to basically be the Antichrist. I'm excited to read this, as I haven't yet, and I've been getting into Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett around the same time, so I think this will be fun to read, and maybe at some point I'll watch the TV show. So yeah. And then finally, for the last book that I got at Barnes & Noble, Wolf Children, a manga by Mamoru Hosoda, art by Yui, and character designs by Yoshiyuki Sadamoto. And most of you might know the movie adaptation. I think this is an adaptation, just based on character designs being mentioned, but I could be wrong, I'm not sure. But I have heard of the movie. I haven't seen it, but I'm excited to read this, because I'm sure it'll be like a semi-slice of life story mixed with a lot of wholesomeness and emotional elements, kind of like what I said with Sweet Bean Paste, but just with the fantasy element of a woman who has children with wolf abilities, or something like that. So yeah, that'll be interesting to get into. So these are my 6 books that I got at Barnes & Noble. I hope you found my haul somewhat interesting, and I'm very excited to read these at some point. I'm sure you'll find at least some of these in 2024's list eventually. Excuse me. Until then, I'll see you guys next time for my next video, and have a happy new year.